Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast, and this time, rather specially, I'm actually talking to someone else rather than just rambling on to myself. I'm in the Bradford Media Museum, which is actually called the National Media Museum, and I'm with someone called Toni Booth. So, Toni, why am I talking to you?
You're talking to me today because at the moment we're in the middle of planning a forthcoming exhibition which has got a working title of 50 Years of Doctor Who Fans.
So this is to celebrate the 50th anniversary?
Absolutely right.
Marvellous. Yeah. So what inspired you to do that? I know you're the Media Museum, so it's kind of, 2 and 2 equals 4, but what grabbed you and went, right, we'll go with that?
It's a mixture of things. You're absolutely right. It fits in with our museum's remit perfectly. Obviously, anybody can't have failed to notice that it's the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who this year, November this year. So it suggested itself, frankly, as much as anything else, particularly because we have done a few little bits to do with Doctor Who over recent years, a couple of events. There is a Dalek on display. And, of course, they're always very popular. If you go and look at the Dalek on display, it says, please do not touch the Dalek, because everybody touches the Dalek, of course. So we know, obviously, there's a massive interest there. It fits in with what we want to do, but we didn't just want to do a straightforward history of Doctor Who. There are an awful lot of people out there who know an awful lot about Doctor Who. I'm not claiming I'm one of them. The museum is not claiming to be one of them. So we wanted to do a slightly different look at this and focus on the fans and how the fans react to Doctor Who and what they do to express themselves, I suppose, over the past 50 years. So that's what the exhibition will focus on.
So strictly speaking, this is kind of the first exhibition of its type.
I think so.
Because, I can't remember anything like it. There were some conventions in the past that were mainly fan meets and there were no guests from the TV show. But this is a celebration, really, of fandom itself.
Absolutely, and how that fandom expresses itself. So we will be looking at people going to conventions. We're not going to have a convention, but part of the story is that people get together, go to conventions and celebrate their passion for Doctor Who. But it's a physical space, of course, an exhibition, so we need to have things in it, put very simply. So what we've been doing to begin with is actually trying to gather objects that we can show to people, which does demonstrate how people engage with Doctor Who. So there's different levels of this, of course, as you might imagine. So people will go out and buy the DVD, watch the DVD at home, however many times they wish, in however much detail they wish. But then people go out and buy more. So there are people who collect ridiculous, arguably, amounts of merchandise.
It's all right, we're fine. We will admit that some of the things we do are ridiculous. It's not a problem. We're proud of it, but we know it's a bit silly sometimes.
But also hugely impressive when you see the amount of time, effort, and indeed finance that goes into amassing these collections. Also, we're very interested in fan art. And I thought, OK, there'll be some examples of fan art out there. I know there are. I've seen these things online and what have you. But there's an awful lot of fan art out there. Yeah,
do you intend dedicating your entire museum to everything? Because you've now experienced how much is out there.
Absolutely. We did a public call out just asking for people to send us photographs of what they had, stories as well, because we don't want an object out of context. So if your mum knitted you a scarf, which is exactly like the Tom Baker scarf, we want to know the story as to how that came to be. We have one of those stories, as it happens. So we're looking to do that and, as I say, to contextualise it, to show why people wanted this object, how it came to be, how they used it, maybe how they didn't use it. Those kind of stories to put it in context as well.
So if anyone's got anything out there, how do they contact you to go, I've got this item, I've got this story that goes with it, do you want to see it? So how do they get in contact with you?
Just go to the museum's website. It's just National Media Museum. In any search engine, it will come up. There is a Doctor Who page, a small one at the moment, but it will say, at the moment, we're looking for objects. Send us an email, send us a photograph, and we'll get back to you.
I know you're a national museum, but obviously Doctor Who's really big in the States.
Sure.
Are you looking for things beyond these shores?
The focus of the exhibition will inevitably be British and British fans and British fandom and British fan activity. But we are aware that Doctor Who is an international phenomenon these days. It's shown in a lot of countries around the world, so we do want to reflect that as well. We have had objects offered from people in Australia, in America. Practically, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to use those objects, but that international factor will be reflected in the show, certainly.
Now, obviously we now know that there's going to be an exhibition, and I do intend coming to the exhibition and walking around it and making a podcast then when it happens.
Sure.
So when is it?
The exhibition is due to open on the 22nd of November.
Nice timing.
Exactly, the day before the big day, and it will run through till the 9th of February 2014.
Marvellous. So, one of the last big questions is, will you be showing, or do you intend showing, the 3D special in your glorious 3D cinema?
It's something that it has been mentioned. Obviously, alongside the exhibition, we want to have events as well. Now, that programme of events has not been finalised as yet, so I can't promise anything, but there will be events associated with the exhibition.
And again, they'll be on the website.
Absolutely.
Right, well, I think at the moment that's everything covered. So thank you very much for talking to me, Toni Booth.
You're welcome.
You've been listening to the Tin Dog Podcast. Doctor Who and its connected properties are copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. To contact the show, email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. Whostrology, a Time Traveller's Almanac, is available through Telos Publishing or Amazon. Visit www.whostrology.com for further information. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.